Hey, Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Yahbashin Yahusha to all the brothers, Yahweh Shema Alathan, Bashin Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. All right, I'm Precinct Officer 500 MAGAZAR. All right, this is I.S.U.P.K, Florida Sabbath service. All right, we're going to be reading out of the book of Numbers today. All right, picking up what we left off last week. All right, this is something that your Christian pastors do not teach, or that he don't know anything about the Sabbath service. All right, he thinking that his service is on a Sunday. All right, which is he is all backwards. All right, until he put away his pride, his selfishness, and come into the truth, he will never learn or never know how to properly do a Sabbath service or a real service. All right. Service is not on a Sunday. All right. You can get that from the Sabbath in the I.S.U.P.K. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. All right. That is the Sabbath. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and begin the Sabbath service. Salaki. La Yashala. All right, with that, I said I might him, which means to stand. We're going to set up the prayer for the Sabbath service. Wapaha Kodam means turn and face the east. So wherever your east is, that's where you turn and face. All right, we're going to set up the prayers. All right, this is our Father's prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Razazakah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arazazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanael, Lakam, Cow, Yawan, Wasalak now, Kawawak now, Kasalak now, Kawawak ya now, Walaa, Labiya now, Wanasayawan, Abal, Hawasha now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wala'ala, Waltapara, La'ai, Walamyu, Aman. In the English, what we said was, Our Father, which art in heaven, Yahweh be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, HAKA means the power. All right, the prayer for power. We're going to say it in Hebrew. All right, repeat after me. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Baba Shah, Nathanael, HAKA, HAKA, Lara Pa'ah, Kalmakala'ah, Wakalmarwa, HAKA, Latahar, Hamazarayim, Slaki, Hamazarayim, HAKA, Lahakwayam, Hamathium, HAKA, Al-Rakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, the water Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahawashi, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. In the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azari, Izari, Ma'an, Yahweh, Ashah, Shamayam, Waharatazar, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ala, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Aftanapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Taza Slaki, Yashamar Taza Afka, Wabu Afka, Ma'aika, Wa'ain Ayulam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hill, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Dayamalaka, Al Dakarash, Wa Al Dashakwat, Al Kaya Hana, Awa Awabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ira Slaki, Ya'ira Yamwa, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayataya Aitazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amaru, Lakawa, Wanakakidon, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Iwa, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, La, Salaki, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagari, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashak, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zarawat, Labania, Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamagi, Kasaya Saraya, Sara'ah, Salaki, Kayabyan, Salaki, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamarwa, Ba'ayan da Arab, Hayawa, Daman, La'adamar, Shayatonwa, Nadayabwa, Slaki, Nadayabma, Nadayabmawa, Ka'arab, Waya, Wakazabak, Wakazabak, Wakatazal Yamanai, Slaki, Wakatazal Manai, Kal, Nasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Amar, Naya Rashah, Anawa, Ata, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Sayatonwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rakab, Ka'ash, Double Ira Ya'ira, Wakab Laha Ba, Dalahat, Hagari, Khan, Daradakma, Basa Iraka, Wabasawa Paka, Daba Lahamu, Slaki, Daba Halom, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Wayakarwa, Slaki, Wayakaparwa, Wayabatwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya Ata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labatka, Al, Yawam, Al, Kal, Aratazah. In the English, keep now thy silence, O my power, hold not still, Slaki. Keep now thy silence, O my power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Jabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assyrians also joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison, which prayers have endured. They became as dung for the earth. Make them nobles like a red and like Zeid. Yea, all their princes like Zabah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of our power and possessions of my power. Make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy temperance, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, Barak, blessings in the Hebrew. Barak atah Yahweh Yahweh Shah, wa ma yaka'ala, wa alahayim, matazab ya'ah, alawap Yahanna, Ha Allah Salaki. Ha Alawapium. Ha Sorori. Ha Kwa Tazayanyu. Ha Kwa Tazayayum. Ha Kam Yayoyum. Waha Wapium. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, the water Amam, in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. All right, Psalms mean to turn. Yeshabia means to be seated. All right. Salaki. Right. I get this thing burning. All right. Again, we're going to be reading out of the book of Numbers. All right. We're in the chapter of 16, verse 1. All right. That's where we're going to start. Now, if you have a blue letter, you also can read along. So let me go ahead and get there real quick. All right, 16. All right, so if you're not familiar with what we do, all right, we hold a Sabbath service where we read scriptures out of the Bible. All right, we read it in Hebrew and we also read it in English. So you can know exactly what we're saying in the Hebrew. All right. Ooh, Salakia. Salakia, give me 1 second. I was gonna need it. All right. So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 1. All right, in the Hebrew. Wayakak. Karach. Bun Yataza R. Salaki. Bun Yataza Tazahar. Salaki. Bun Kohath. Bun Salaki. Lawaya. Wada Thun. Wa'abaya Rum. All right. Banaya. Salaki. Bunya. Alaya Akab. Salaki. Alaya Salaki. Alaya Abba. Alaya Abba. Wa'aran. Bun Palath. Bunya. Ra'awa, Ra'awaban, Wayakwa, Mawa, Lapanya, Slaki, Lapanya, Masha, Wa'anashiam, Mabanya, Yasharala, Kamashiam, Wama'ath, Slaki, Wama'athiam, Nash Ya'aya, Adai, Quara Ya Slaki, Quara Mawa'id, Anashya Sham, Wayakwa, Halawa, Al, Masha, Wa'al, Aharon, Waya Amarwa, Alaham, Rob, Lakam, Slaki, Rabah, Lakam, Kaya, Kal, Ha'id, Kalam, Kalama, Quadashim, Wabatawa, Waba Slaki, Waba the walk, the will come, Waba that will come, Yahweh, Wamada, why, the Nash Awa, Al, Quahal, Yahweh, verse 4, Wayash, Ma'ai, Masha, Wayapal, Slaki, Wayapal, Al, Panayawa, Waya the bar, Al, Korach, Wa'al, Kal, Idea, I, the Thawa, La Amar, Wakwar, Wayadai, Yahweh, Ath, Ashar, Salaki, Lawa, Wa'ath, Hakwadawa, Slaki, Hakwadash, Slaki, Kwadawash, Slaki, Kwarayab, Alayawa, Slaki, that's right, Alayawa, Wa'ath, Amar, Yabakar, Bawa, Yakorayab, Slaki, Wakorab, Slaki, Kwarayab, Alayawa, Slaki, Alayawa, Za'ath, Ashawa, Kawash, Slaki, Kawa, Lakam, Makah, that was the Wath, Kwarak, Wakal, the Wathanawa, Bahan, Asha, Slaki, Ash, Washiyamawa, ala Yahan Quatarath Lapunya Yahweh Makar Wahayam Slakin Wahaya Ha'ayash Ashar Yabakar Yahweh Hawa Haya Slakin Hawa Hakwada Hakwada Wash Rabah Lakam Banya Lawaya verse 8 Waya Amar Ashar Al Korach Shemawai Na'ah Banya Lawaya verse 9 Hamai Slakia Hama Ita Slaki Hamite Makam Kaya Habadaya Slaki Habadah Ya Alahaya Yasharala Atakam Ma'ai doth Yasharala Lahakwara Yab Atakam Alayawa La'ai Bada Ath Abad Slaki Abadath Mashakan Yahweh Wala'ai Madah Lapanya Ha'ida La Sharath Slaki La Sharatham Wayakorab Atara Slaki Athak Wa'ath Kal Akayak Slaki Akayak Banya Lawaya Athak Wabakwa Slaki Wabakwash Thumb Gum Kahana verse 11 Lakan Atha Slaki Atha Wakal Ida Thak Hanai the Yum Al Yahweh Slaki Wa'ah Haran Ma Hawa'ah Kaya Tala Wanawa Tala Wanawa Tala Yanawa Alayawa verse 12 Waya Shlaki Wayash Lach Wayash Lach Masha Lakura'ah Lada Thun Wala Slaki Wala Abba Yaram Banya Ala Ya Abba Waya Amar Slaki Waya Amarwa La'a Na'ila verse 13 Hama'ite Kaya Ha'ala Yatanawa Ma'aratazah Zabath Kalab Wadabash Lahama Yatayawa Bamana Slaki, Ba Madabar, Kaya, the Shah, Tarara, Alaya Nawa, Gum, Hasha Tharara. All right. Op, La'a, Al, Aratazal, Zabath, Kalab, Wadabash, Habaya'a, Tanawa, Wata, Tan, Slaki, Wata Tan, Lanawa, Na Kalath, Shada. All right. Wakaram, Ha'ai, Yana Ya, Ha'ana, Slaki, Ha'anashyam, Haham, Tanakwar, La'a, Na'ila. All right. So we'll stop at verse 14. That's the end of 14, and we'll pick it back up in the English. All right. I'm going to read it out my phone because I can barely see these words. All right. We'll start from number 1, and we'll pick back up at number 15. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 16, and verse 1. Now Korah, the son of Izar, the son of Kahath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, the son of Eliab, it's like an Eliab, and On, the son of Pelath, sons of Reuben, took men. Verse 2. All right, verse 2. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said to them, Ye take too much upon Slaki. Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy. All right. Every one of them. The Lord is thy Slaki. The Lord is among them. Wherefore, then lifted ye up yourself above the congregation of the Lord. Verse 4. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face. Verse 5. And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, Even tomorrow the Lord will shew who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him, even him who he hath chosen, will he cause to come near unto him. All right. Now, if you look at that in like today's, that's the same way like today's. All right. Everybody wants to be, you know what I mean, the Lord's. All right. Even the children of Israel, you know what I mean, the ones that are sinners. All right. The Lord hates sinners. All right. Remember when the Lord says, when y'all come back, just paraphrasing, you come back to, I mean, obeying his voice. I mean, he will turn back and we will be his peoples and he will be our God. You know what I mean? And that's just an example. Like Moses was saying, like, listen, we're going to see tomorrow the Lord's going to be able to tell you who is his and who is not. All right. Just like we know today, like the Christian church. All right. We know that they're not the Lord's people. They're the Lord's people. But when they come back to obeying what the Most High need for them to obey, then, you know what I mean, the Lord will be their God again. And he will be their people. I mean, you know what I mean? Just vice versa, Salaki. All right. They will be his people and he will be their God. But you have to come back. You have to shed yourself. You have to turn from your sin. You know what I mean? You have to shed yourself of the world. All this philosophy and all this indoctrination by the oppressor, all right, is what's keeping you away from the Most High. All right. You need to put away all of that and obey what the Lord is telling you. All right. And all you got to do is come into the I.S.U.P.K. and this is where you're going to learn it at. Here. You're not going to learn it anywhere else. All right. No one else is able to teach you but the men that he appointed to teach. All right. All right. Verse 6. This do take you censers, Korah, and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doeth choose, he shall be holy. All right. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi. And Moses said unto Korah, Hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi. Verse 9. Seemeth it but a small thing unto you that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel. All right. Same thing like the Christian church. All right. The Lord has separated these Christian pastors that's, you know what I mean, teaching our people, you know what I mean, that's not, matter of fact, not teaching our people, Salaki. All right. They're teaching our people these doctrines. They're indoctrinating our people because, you know, Christianity is built off of white supremacy. So the same thing that they was taught by the oppressor, by the slave master, is what they're teaching the people. All right. So the Lord must separate those peoples. All right. The Lord is separating them. All right. Sifting out all these con men. Salaki. All right. All right. To bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacles of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. Verse 10. And he have brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee, and seek ye the priesthood also. Verse 11. For which cause both thou and all the company, and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord. And what is Aaron? That ye murmur against him. Verse 12. And Moses sent to call the Thun and Abaran, the sons of Eliab, which said, We will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that flows with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make themselves altogether a prince over us? All right. And that's what, you know what I mean? Because we've been indoctrinated so much, you know what I mean, by the Christian church, by the oppressor. You know what I mean? A lot of our peoples don't believe that, all right, that the Lord will save them. All right, if they just come back to him. They feel like, you know, it's better it's better to be subjected up under the oppressor. All right. Because at least I would have my job. All right. At least I would have a house. It might not be the best house, but at least I would have something. All right. Even though he beat us down and put his knee on our neck, at least we still living and we don't talk back to him. Feel what I'm saying? And our peoples is like that to this day. All right. They feel like, no way, Christianity is better. They like being under the subjected up under the oppressor. All right. They just have to just obey. And they would never have to worry about it. They will be in a land flowing with milk and honey. But you have to understand the Lord is going to destroy this place. All right. And you keep constantly want to dwell in this place. That's why the Lord says, come up out of her, my people. All right. Come up out of her and be not what it says. Be not partakers of her sin. I'm just paraphrasing. Feel what I'm saying? You have to come up out of this place. All right. This place is not, it's not our rest. This is not the place that we're going to rest. So as long as you continue to dwell in this place and want to be here, all right, you will always never get rest. You will always continue to work. I know y'all tired of working. All right. I know I'm tired of working. All right. I want to put them into slavery so they can work. All right. Verse 14. Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or give us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Well, thou put out the eyes of these men, we will not come up. All right. They didn't believe. They didn't believe that the Lord was going to give them, what they need. All right. They believe upon the oppressor. All right. They rather be be with the oppressor. All right. That's the same thing. The Lord give us our land back. A lot of our people, they're going to want to go right back to America, even if it is on fire, even if a stone is not left on top of a stone. They're going to want to go back and rebuild everything when the Lord is giving us our land back. All right. The land that really flows with milk and honey, the land that belongs to us. All right. The land that the Lord gave us. All right. That's just like our peoples to the day. All right. So we'll go pick back up in verse 15 in the Hebrew. Let's see. All right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 15. All right. Wayakar, la Mashah, Ma'ad, Slaki, Ma'adah, La Waya Amar, Al, Yahweh, Al, the Pun, Al, Manakha, Manak, Thumb, La'ah, Kamawar, it's like a Kamawar, Akkad, Maham, Nayash, it's like a Nash, at the Yah, Wala'ah. All right, Hara'ai, the Yah, Ath, Akkad, Maham, verse 16. Waya Amar, Mashah, Al, Korach, Atah, it's like Atah, Wakal, Id, it's like Id, Dak, Hayawa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Atah, Waham, Wa'ahara, Slaki Haran Makar, verse 17. All right, verse 17. Wakwa Slaki Wakakwa Kawa Ayash Hakata the Wanata Thumb Al Yaham Quatara Slaki Qua Tarath Wahakarab Thumb Lapanya Yahweh Ayash Makha Tatawa Kamashyam Slaki Kamashyam. All right. It's 50. Wama Atayam Makata Slaki Makha Tata Wa'ata Wa'aharan Ayash Makha Tatawa. Verse 18. Wayaka Slaki Wayakara Slaki Wa Ya Kwak Wa Ayash Makata Tawa Waya Tangwa Slaki Waya Tangwa Al Yaham Ash Wayashayam Slaki Wayashayamwa Alayaham Quatarath Waya I Slaki Waya I Midwa Patak Ahal Mawa'id Wamash Wa'aharan, verse 19. Wayakwaha, it's like Wayakwaha, Alayaham, Korach, Ath, Al, it's like Kal, Ha'id, Al, Patak, Ahal, Mawa'id, Wayara'ah, Kabadwa, it's like Kabad, Wad, Yahweh, Al, Kal, Ha'adah, verse 20. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Wa Allah, it's like him. Wa Al, Aharon, La Amar, verse 21. Habadalawa, Mata Rock, it's like it. Mata Walk, Ha'adah, Haza'ath, Wa Akal, Atham, Karagai, verse 22. Waya Palai, it's like it. Waya Palawa, Al, Pan Yaham, Waya Amarwa, Al, Alahayam, it's like it. Alahaya, Harawa, Harawak, Ta, Lakal, Bash, it's like it. Bashar, Hayash, Akkad, Yakata'a, Wa'al, Kal, Ha'id, Dakarataza, it's like it. It's not Da Quatazop. Verse 23. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Mashal, La'at, Slaki, La'at, La'amar, Dabar, Al, Ha'id, La'amar, Ha'ad, Slaki, Ha'ai, Lawa, Wasabayaba, Slaki, Wayasaba, Waya, Masa, Bayab, Lamash, Khan, Lamashakan, Karak, Dathan, Wa'abayara, Yaram, Salaki. Verse 25. Wayaquam, Mashah, Wayalak, Al, Dathan, Wa'abayara, Wa'a, Wayaram, Wayalakawa, Akad, Salaki. Akara Yawa, Akara Yawa, Zakwanawa, Yasharala, verse 26. Wayadabar, Al, Ha'id, La'amar, Sawa, Rawa, Na'a, Ma'al, Ahalawa, it's like it, Ahalaya, Ha'anashim, Harash, it's like it, Harashayim, Ha'al, Ha'ala, Wa'al, Daga, Iwa, Bakal, Ashar, Laham, Pan, Dasapawa, Bakal, Kata, Atham, verse 27. Waya Alawa, Ma'al, Mashakan, Karak, Dathan, Wa'aba, Yaram, Masa Bayab, it's like it, Masa Bayab. Wadathan, Wa'abayara, Wa'a, Bayaram, Yataza, Yataza'awa, Natazabium, Pathak, Ahalayam, it's like it, Alahayam, Aha, Layaham, Aha, Layaham, Wanash, Yaham, Anash, it's like it, Wanash, Yaham, Wabanawa, Wabanaya, Ham, Watsapam, verse 28. Waya Amar, Mashah, Mazaath, Thadai, One, Kaya, Yahweh, Shalak, Niyah, La'isha, La'i, Shawath, Ath, Kal, Hamai, Shayam, Hamishim, Ha'ala, Kaya, La'a, Malabaya. Verse 29. Kamawath, Kal, Ha'adam, Yama, Salaki, Ma, Ya, Mother One, Allah, Allah, Wapakwa, Salaki, Wapakwa, Doth, Kal, Ha'adam, Yapa, Quad, Al Yaham, La'ah, Yahweh, Shalak no Yah, Shalak no Yah. Verse 30. Wa'am, Barayah, Aha, Yabara'ah, Yahweh, Wapa Tasatha, Ha'a Dama, Ath, Payah, Wabala, Waba La'ai, Atham, Wa'ath, Kal, Ashar, Laham, Wayara, Waya, Radawa, Kayayam, Sha'al, Shalaki, Sha'Allah, Wayada'ai, Thumb, Kaya, Na'ai Tazawa, Ha'anash, Slaki, Ha'anashim, Ha, Allah, Allah, Ath, Yahweh. All right, we'll start right there at verse 29 and we'll pick it up in verse 31. All right. And we're going to pick it up at verse 15 and read it in the English to verse 31. All right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 15. And Moses was very wroth and said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offering, Salaki, and have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and thy, Salaki, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow. Verse 17, and take every man his censer and put incense in them and bring ye before the Lord, every man his censer, 250 censers, thou also and Aaron, each of his censers. Verse 18, and they took every man his censer and put fire in them and laid incense thereof, and stood in the door of the tabernacles of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. Verse 19, and Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacles of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. Verse 20, and the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. Verse 22, and they fell upon their faces and said, O my power, O God, the God of the spirit of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacles of Korah, on the Thun and Ba'aram. Verse 25. And Moses rose up and went unto the Thun and Ba'aram, and the elders of Israel from him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch not, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. Verse 27. So they get up from the tabernacles of Karan, Dathan, and Abiram on every side, and Dathan and Abiram came up and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. Verse 28. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord have sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own and my own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visit after the visitation of all men, then the Lord have not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all the appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. All right. So we're going to go ahead and finish this out in this chapter. And then we're going to bounce on to number 17. All right. All right. Salaki. All right. We're going to pick back up at verse 31 in the Hebrew. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 17. Oh, Salaki. Chapter 16, verse 31. All right. Wayahaya, Kakala, the Wa, La the Bar, Ath, Cow, Hadabar, Slaki, Hadabarium, Ha'Allah, Wata, Slaki, Wata, Bakwa I, Ha'ada, Ma, Asha, Dak, Slaki, Da, the Kath, Slaki, the Kath Yaham, verse 32. Watapa, Watap, Dak. Okay. Ha'aratazar, Ath, Payah, Watab, La'ai, Atham, Wa'ath, Bathayam, Slaki, Ba, Dayaham, Wa'atha, Slaki, Wa'ath, Cow, Ha'adam, Ha'adam, Ashar, Lakarak, Wa'ath, Cow, Harakawash. Verse 33. Wayara, the Wa, Ham, Wakal, Ashar, Laham, Kaya, Kayayam, Sha'Allah, Watakam, Slaki, Wakasa, Wata Kasa, Alayaham, Ha'aratazah, Waya Abba, Slaki, Waya, Abba, the Wa, Matharak, Hakwahal, 30, Verse 34. Wakal, Yasharala, Shar, Saba Yasar, Saba Yabak Yaham, Nasawa, Lakwalam, Kaya, Ama, Rawa, Pan, Tabala, Anawa, Ha'arataza, 35, Wa'ash, Yataza, Yataza'a, Ma'ath, Yahweh, Wata, Akal, Ath, Ha, Chum, it's like Hakamashim, Wama'a, Tayam, Ayash, Makara, Yaba'a, it's like Makwara, Yabaya, Hakwasa, it's like Hakuta, Roth. All right, so that's the end of chapter 16. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just read that in the Hebrew, and we're gonna pick back up. We're gonna pick back up in chapter 17. All right. All right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 31 in the English. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground caved asunder that was under them. Verse 32. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all their men that appertain unto Korah, and all their goods. Verse 33. They and all that appertain to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. All Israel that were round about them fed at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. All right, so they understood like that the Lord is not playing, the Lord is real. Whatever he said he gonna do, he's gonna do it. All right, you have to put your trust into the Most High and believe. Understand what I'm saying? They was round when all of that was happening. They was terrified. All right, the same way that they was terrified when the Lord was giving Moses the commandments. They didn't want to speak to the Most High. They said Moses is going to speak to him. They should have knew right then. If y'all was terrified then, y'all should know not to play with the Most High. And a lot of people don't think that God is real. That's why you have a lot of atheists that really truly believe that the Most High is not real, that everything was created from a Big Bang. All right, the Big Bang theory, you already know about that. All right, something that just created something out of nothing. All right, the Lord created everything, but these men, they did not believe. All right, so the Lord had to show them. All right, and we have to be the same way. We can't sit up here and think that the Lord is not real, and the Lord won't do what He said He's gonna do. All right, it's not a coincidence why things happen. The Lord makes it happen to you. All right, and the Lord is just for it. He is righteous. All right. Verse 35. And there came out a fire from the Lord and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. Verse 36. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Eleazar the son of Aaron, Salaki, and the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter their Salaki, scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hollowed. 38. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them broad plates for all the covering of the altar, for they offer them before the Lord. Therefore they are hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel. All right, as a sign of don't play with the Most High. All right, verse 39. And Eleazar, the priest, took the barzin. I don't know if I said that right. Brazen censer, wherewith they that were burnt had offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar. Verse 40. To be a memorial unto the children of Israel, that no stranger, which is not of the seed of Aaron, come near to offer incense before the Lord, that he be not as Quran and as his company, as the Lord said to him by the hand of Moses. Verse 41. But on the morrow, all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, Ye have killed the people of the Lord. Verse 42. And it came to pass, when the congregation was gathered against Moses, against Aaron, and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacles of the congregation, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. Salaki, I gotta make sure. All right, it's verse 16, verse 50. All right. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and read it on out. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just read it on out. All right, and let me see. And Moses, Salaki. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it right there. I'm gonna just end it right there, and I'm gonna just go ahead and pick up at 17 in the Hebrew. All right, it's the book of Numbers, chapter 17 and verse 1. All right, while you're the bar, Yahweh, Al Mashal, La Amar, Al, Allah, Salaki, Allah Azar, Bun, Atharan, Hakahan, Wayaram, Ah, Hamak, Tata, Mabayan, Hayash, Shlaki, Hasha, Hashar, Hasharapah, Wa'ath, Ha'ash, Zara, Hala, Ha, La'ah, Kaya, Kadashwa, verse 3, Ath, Makatha, Wath, Hakata, Ayam, Ha'ala, Bana, Pasha, Thumb, Wa'ai, Shawa, Atham, Rakwa, Quara, Slakin, Wakra, Aya, Pakayam, Tazapawanya, Tazapawaya, Lamazar, Lamazabak, Kaya, Hakwarayam, Slakin, Hakwarayab, Hakwa, Rayabam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Wayakwadashwa, Wayahayawa, Slakin, Waya, Hayawa, La'awath, Labanya, Yasharala, verse 4, Wayakok, Ala Azar, Hakahan, Ath, Hakathawa, Hakathawa. Right. Hanak Shath, Ashar, Hakaraya, Bawa, Hashara Payam, Wayara, Kwa Iwam, Tazapawanya, Lama Zabak, verse 5, Zachariah 1, Labanya, Yasharala, Lama Salaki, Lama Ain, Lama Ana, Ashar, La'ah, Yakarab, Ayash, Zara, Aisha, La'ah, Mazarai, Aharon, Hawa'ah, Lahakwa, Tayara, Quatarath, Lapanya, Yahweh, Wala'ah, Yahaya, Kakarach, Waka'ai, the Thawa, Ka'ayash, Slaki, Ayashar, no, Salaki, my bad. Ashar, the bar, Yahweh, Bayad, Mashah, Lawa, verse 6. Waya Lanawa, Kal, Idath, Bunya, Yasharala, Mamak, Roth, Al, Mashah, Wa'al, Aharon, La'amar, Atham, Hamatham, Ath, Aim, Yahweh, Wayahayam, Wayahaya, Bahakwa, Hal, Ha'ai, Ha'ida, Al, Mashah, Wa'al, Aharon, Wayapan, Wahapayan, it's like it, Waya, Panaywa, Al, Ahal, Mawa'id, Wahana, Kasa Hawa, Ha'ain, Na. All right. Wayara'a, Ka, Bawad, Yahweh, verse 8. Wayaba'a, Mashah, Wa'aha, Wa'aharan, Al, Panya, Ahal, Mawa'id, verse 9. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La Amar, verse 10. Haramawa, Mata, Wak, Slaki, Mata, Wak, Ha'ida, Haza'ath, Wa'akal, Atham, Karaga'ai, Waya Palawa, Al, Panyaham, verse 11. Waya Amar, Mashah, Al, Aharon, Kwach, Af, Hamak, Thumb, it's like it, Hamatha, Hamakta, Wathan, Aliyah, Ash, Ma'al, Hamazabak, Washa, Wayashim, it's like it, Washayam, Quatarath, Wahawal, Waha, Walak, Mahara, Al, Ha'ida, Wakapar, Al Yaham, Kal, Yaza'ah, Hakwatazap, Malapanya, Yahweh, Hakal, Hanagap, verse 12. Wayakwak, Aharon, Ka'ashah, the bar, Mashah, Wayaratazah, Al, the rock, Hakwahal, Wahana, Hakal. All right. Wanagap, Ba'aim, Wayathum, Ath, Tarath, Waya Kwapara, Al, Ha'aim, verse 13. Waya Amad, Slaki, Waya Ahmad, Bayan, Hamathium, Wabayan, Hakayayim, Watha, Itazar, Hamaga, it's like Hamaga, Pa. All right. verse 31. All right. All right, that'll be it. Oh, Salaki, I kind of jumped ahead. That's the reason why. Okay. All right, I'll just go ahead and read it on out. All right. Kind of jumped ahead, Salaki. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 17 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and take of every one of them a rod according to the house of their fathers, of all their princes, according to the house of their fathers, 12 rods. Write thou every man's name upon his rod. Verse 3. And thou shalt write Aaron's name upon the rod of Levi, for the rod shall be for the head of the house of their fathers. Verse 4. And thou shalt lay them up in the tabernacles of the congregation before the testimony, where I will meet with you. Verse 5. And it shall come to pass that the man's rod shall I choose shall blossom, and I will make to cease from me the murmurings of the children of Israel, whereby they murmur against you. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, and every one of their princes gave him a rod a piece, for each prince one, according to their fathers' houses, every 12 rods, and the rod of Aaron was among the rods. Verse 7. And Moses laid up the rods before the Lord in the tabernacles of witness. And it came to pass that one of the morning Moses went into the tabernacles of witness, and behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi was budded, and brought forth buds, and blossoms, and yield amongst and yield almonds. Verse 9. And Moses brought out all the rods from before the Lord unto all the children of Israel, and they looked and took every man his rod. And the Lord said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony, to be kept for a token against the rebels, and thou shalt quite take away their murmurings from me, that they die not. Verse 11. And Moses did so, as the Lord commanded him, so did he. Verse 12. And the children of Israel spake unto Moses, saying, Behold, we die, we perish, we all perish. Verse 13. Whosoever come anything near unto the tabernacles of the Lord shall die. Shall we be consumed with dying? All right. So that concludes the Sabbath service. All right. That's the end of that chapter, and we'll pick back up next week. All right. I kind of went ahead of everything. So lucky for that. Yeah, I went ahead. So, all right, we'll close out the Sabbath service. La Yashala. Right? With that, I said Amidium, which means to stand. We're going to set up the Lord's Prayer. Upon your Hakwadam means turn and face the east. Wherever your east is, that's where you turn. We're going to set up the Lord's Prayer, and you repeat after me. All right? In the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakoka, Laba'ah, Razazakah, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashamayim, Nathanana, Lakam, Cow, Yawan, Wasalaknanawa, Kawawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawakinawa, Bala'ah, Tabiya'ayinawa, Tabiya'awnawa, Wanasayawan, Abal, Awasha'na, Ayan, Ra, Kayan, Laka, Amalakwa, Bala'ala, Wapara, La'ai, Walami, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. All right, a cup, prayer for power. All right, in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Baba Shah, Nathanana, a cup, Lara Pa'ah, Kal Maya Slaki, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, a cup, Latahar, Amatzazariah, a cup, Lahakoyam, Amakiam, a cup, Al Rakal, Atama'ala, Lagarshim, Mahashim, Yahweh Shah, the water, Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanda, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azari, Izari, Ma'ai, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Bagalka, Al-Yanawan, Shamarka, Anah, La'ah, Yanawan, Wala'ala, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Baba Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarak, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wabawa'afka, Ma'ai, I will long. In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Dayamakal. Al Damayakar. Al Dakarash. Wa Al Dashakwat. Al Kaya. Hana. Awiyabik. Yahama Yawan. Wamasanayak. Nasha'a. Slaki. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Rayawa. Sawa. Waya. Daya Imaka Sawa. Al-Tasapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakidam. Magalia. Ala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasharala. Iwa. Kaya. Nawa'ai Tazawa. La. Yakadwa. Auyaka. Barya. Yakarathwa. Alhawya. Adawan. Wayashamai Alahayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagarim. Gabal. Wa'ai Mawan. Wa'ai Malak. Palashah. Ain Yashabia. Tazawar. Gum Ashawar. Nalawa. Amam. Hayawa. Zarawai. Lavanya. Lawat. Salah. Aisha Laham. Kamadia. Kasa Yasara'a. Kayabian. Banakal. Kayashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayat the Slaki. Ba'ayan Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayatanwa. Nadiyabwa. Slaki. Nadiyab Mawa. Ka'ara. Wakaza Abba. Wakaza Bak. Waka Tazamana. Kal. Nasa Yakamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Naya Rashad. Lanawa. Ata. Na'awa. Alahayam. Sayatamwa. Kagagla. Kakwash. Lapanya. Rakab. Ka'ash. Dabara'ira Ya'ira. Waka Lahaba. Daradam Slaki. Dalahat. Harim Khan Daradam. Basa'ira Ya'ira Slaki. Basa'ira Arika. Wabasawa Hamyaka. Slaki. Waba Sawapaka. Dabahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Palawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Wayabahawa, I, Wayakaparwa, Wayahabawa, Wayahadiah, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Al, Yawan, Al, Kal, Ha-Arasazar, in the English. Keep not thy silence, O my power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, against the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Jabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assyrians also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Lot, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, made their nobles like a red, and like Zeid. Yea, all their princes as the Bar and as the Muna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of our power and possession. O my power, make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flames setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, blessings in the Hebrew, Barak. All right, repeat after me. Barak atah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Ma Tazabah Ya'ah. Alawak Yahanna. Ha Alawapim. Hasawari. Hakwatazah Yayam. Hakayam Yawi. Waham Akwapim. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Water Amam. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Stars mean to turn. And that concludes the Sabbath service.